Hey planner people, I want to do a quick run through of my Moterm Pocket Luxe planner that I've been trying to set up. Let me tell you, this has been harder than I thought to set up this pocket planner because I mean, I've bought pocket planners before, but never really seriously set them up for use. And so I was really starting from scratch with getting all my inserts and dividers. And so this is about 80% right now. And so it's not there yet, but I think by the time I get done setting up next month, I think I should be there. But let's get started. And first of all, this is the new vegetable tan leather from Moterm. It's in the Pocket Luxe, which is different than the regular pocket because I think it has bigger rings. This is 30mm rings. It also has the big back pocket. So, and it's got this cool double popper here that I love. And right now I have to use, when the pens are in here, I have to use the fattest setting. So I think pens look silly in pocket planners though. I mean, they just kind of look ridiculous because they're so long. So I'm going to take these out. So usually I would be using my friction pen. And so now I'm using this Sharpie pen because I just needed a finer tip. And the thing that scares me about this is, of course, you can't erase it. So I had to embrace the errors and either deal with them or use correction tape. So let's just get started here. Hopefully I'm going to stay in focus because I'm sitting down for this. It's about 1,000 degrees in my craft room right now. So if I was standing up, I'd probably pass out. So I have on the zipper, I have this cute little hummingbird charm from Calibri Charms. I think I might actually want to zoom in a little bit. Okay, zoomed in a little bit. I have this cute little hummingbird charm from Calibri Charms, and it's kind of in that like iridescent-y kind of rainbowy looking metal. And then I have this, I keep thinking this bow came from Heather B on Instagram, or not Instagram, on Etsy. And then this came from Etsy also. I don't have a ton going on in the pockets. Like I said, I've just been struggling to get this going. And, you know, I'm trying to keep up with plans and stuff, but also trying to get the planner so it looks cute too. So it's been a lot of hassle. Anyway, I have a couple of things in here. This is the Spice Market card from Cocoa Daisy, which is the current kit. And then the, oh, I was looking for this earlier, the Simon card from the kit. So those are just tucked in here. The Flyleaf has this really cool magnet on it. And this is from, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to remember. Oh shit, I can't remember. So I'm gonna have to put it in the notes because I can look it up. It's an Etsy shop. And I even think it's an Etsy shop in the UK because it takes a while to get it. But anyway, I do appreciate the fact that the Flyleaf has a pen loop on it and it has elastic. And the elastic matches the leather, which is really nice. So then this is just a little place to make a list, like if I'm going to the grocery store or something like that. It says today's goal, but you know, that's what my daily pages are for. So I would probably just put like a shopping list on here. And I did cut it down. This came in the Cocoa Daisy kit. It was not punched. So I cut it a little shorter and then punched it to go in this planner. And I just have a couple of little sticky notes. These are great size sticky notes for a pocket planner. So before I go any further, I should mention that I am using Pocket Plus inserts. I'm not using the regular size pocket. So that means my inserts are 3.5 this way and 5 this way. And it gives me, I really do like the extra space that it gives me. It does make it a little harder to find things to put in your planner though. So that's part of the reason why it's taking me so long to set things up is I just am having trouble finding exactly what I want for everything. So this is, this is from Paper Test Designs. This is just like a yearly overview. And then I shopped my stash for these little flower stickers. I'm just marking off the months. And I'm finally getting smart in my old age and actually have kept the stickers in the back pocket here so that when I'm ready to mark off the next month, I can actually find them. So here is an insert. It's a freebie from Plan with Bee, and this is the 2022 holidays. And I've just taken like a Tombow and I've marked off the ones that have already passed. And I also wrote down in the corner the number of the Tombow I'm using so I don't have to try to figure it out when I go to cross off the next holiday. And then this is also a freebie from Plan with Bee. This is the 2023 holidays, which is kind of nice to have when I get ready to plan my vacation for 2023. And so now I have a dashboard from Catspresso Co. And I just love all her little dashboards and stuff. This one has like a slip pocket, or it's kind of like a regular old dashboard, a decorative dashboard that you can slide something in. And then it has on the back a secretarial pocket. So what I've done for this is I've taken, these are just note sheets from Coco Daisy. So you get a pack of papers. You know, it's like a regular pack, a note sheet pack, or whatever you want to call it. And I just tore some off. I had to shorten them a little bit, so I just cut along the bottom. So I have some scratch paper if I just need to, you know, rip something out and give it to somebody or something like that. Okay, this was something I had in my personal size planner, and I just really like it a lot. So I decided to buy the same thing for my pocket planner. This is a printable from Lion's Heart Creations, and so I printed the flowers on acetate and then the lady with the awesome butterfly hair on just regular paper. So they look cute together. But then you also get another file that has the whole thing together. So if you don't want to do the layering thing, you can just print it out like that. Oh, I should mention that these dividers came from Printpressions, and so they come all clear. So, but you can buy these little colorful, what would you call them? Tab thingies, tab stickers. And so I actually ended up putting, first I had like this pastel variety on there, and I just didn't think they went with the brown planner and, you know, the rest of the theme or whatever. And so I took those off and put these on, and I don't think these go either. What I would really like is kind of something in like nudes or browns or something like that. I think would look a lot better, or maybe I should have just gone with all white, but for now it's gonna have to do. And I haven't labeled them yet because I'm not really sure I want to. I don't know. We'll see what happens next month. But they are really nice. They're sturdy and they don't, you know, they're not flimsy at all. And they're very reasonably priced. And here's another insert from Catspresso Co. And of course it's the sticky note holder that everybody has. I have this in my personal. I might even have it in A6 too, in case I ever go back to A6. But I have some more sticky notes here. I got these super, super cute sticky notes from Type A for Alexa. And it looks like the legal pad where some pages have been ripped off. I just love it. And I got these in all three. I think there's 3 colors, and I bought all 3 of them. This is just a little die cut. I think it's supposed to be a sticker actually, but I just use it as a die cut. I had that in my Mini 5 planner that I did a flip through of a couple of months ago, or a month ago, or whatever it was. And then these are from Paper Minty Studio. So it's nice to have sticky notes. You can never go wrong with sticky notes. You have to be careful too though, because some of these sticky notes are almost too wide to fit on this thing. That's the bad thing about having a little tiny planner. So now I am to this part where, this is from Coco Daisy. I had to cut this down. This actually came in like a, I think A5 size or something like that. And I just cut it down so it fit over the top of this paper, which I also cut down to size. And so it's kind of, the theme was Spice Market, so there's lots of colors and really pretty. I like the mandalas or whatever you call them. This is a Catspresso Co. insert also, and I really don't know what to put in here because these pockets are too small for like business cards to go this way. So I'm just kind of slot them in here, and then I have this little thing in the back that says, you know, if you find my planner, you know, here's where you can return it. And so I can just pop business cards in there, and then that just kind of leaves this top pocket not doing anything, but maybe someday I'll think of something to put in there. And I don't think, sometimes her pockets are like many layers of pockets, but there's nothing on the back of this one. And so this is my monthly section. And so of course more sticky notes, because you have to have sticky notes everywhere. You never know where you're gonna need them. But this insert is from Handy Forms, and I love, love, love this monthly insert. But they do give you a yearly overview in the front, which I don't need because I already have a yearly overview that was in the front of my planner. So I just put the sticky notes over it and don't worry about it. I did not back plan all the way to the first of the year. So I think July, yes. Oh no, this is June. June is the first month. I was really pleasantly surprised at how I was able to write in my things. The only thing I did was, you know, I like to put my meetings in here underneath where I'm scheduled, and then I always put my meetings. I just chopped off putting MTG for meeting, because I know if it's like DNA meeting, I don't need to put meeting because I know what it is. I know it's a meeting. Or support team meeting, I just put ST for support team, and I know it's a meeting. I don't need to actually write meeting there. So, and that is July. And here we are for August. So I just loved this washi tape that came with this kit. It's just so beautiful. It's like this gold foiled. I just think it's amazing. Okay, so I haven't done anything with September yet, but I do have this stuff ready. So that is it for the month. I do have this Planner Enthusiast from Onyx Paper Co. And this is also one that I have bought in multiple sizes because I have it in my personal, and I'm sure I have it. There's a lot of these inserts, I'll have them in, you know, I tried Franklin Covey Compact, Personal, A6, and now Pocket Plus. So some of them I have in multiple sizes, and typically if I can find the correct size, I'll just rebuy it rather than trying to scale up or scale down. They're not that expensive, and I kind of feel like it's a better, how do I word this? I'm trying to support the artist a little more by, you know, if they go through the trouble of making it a different size, then I will buy it. But sometimes things cannot be found in Pocket Plus. So then if I already have it in Pocket, I will scale that one up. And that's what you get for not making Pocket Plus. So there. Okay, so moving on. This is my weekly section. And I just printed this out. This is a digital paper. This didn't even come in the Cocoa Daisy kit. This is a digital paper from Etsy. And I just thought it was so pretty. But again, here is Lion's Heart Creations. And this is kind of like the other one where it's layered with the acetate and the flowers, and then on the back you get the full picture here. So now I hate everything I've tried for weekly in the Pocket. So what works for me in personal did not work in Pocket, and I'm not going to dig through the trash and find the other two things I tried, but I did finally set up the planner with the mini Dory from Cocoa Daisy, and I just sliced it, and it fits in here perfectly. So this is what it looks like ordinarily when you get it. You know, it's made for a traveler's notebook. So it's very easy to take out the staples in the middle and then just take your cutter and just cut down the middle, punch it, and you're good to go. But this is not going to work for me because what I was, you know, you get a section for notes, and then you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's too many pages for a weekly spread. When I look at the weekly spread, I want to be like, everything is either on one page or on the 2 pages. I don't want to flip through a weekly spread. So this is not going to be coming back next month. However, I'm feeling hopeful because I did download like 4 inserts from Annie Plans in Pocket Plus that I'm anxious to try out next month. So those will be making an appearance in next month's flip. What I originally thought I would do is use these pages. Let me see if I can go back to the beginning. So you always get these pages in between the weeks. And I thought you could do your weekly recap on one side and then your, you know, what's coming up in the week. You know, if you need to put a grocery list, or I could have put a tracker here. So I had high hopes for this. It just didn't work out. And I'm really disappointed too because, you know, Cocoa Daisy has such beautiful inserts. You know, there's so much vibrant color, and really if you didn't want to do any other decorating, it's not necessary to do it because they're so pretty just as they are. So they are not going to be coming back though. Now, if you get the Cocoa Daisy inserts in bigger sizes, you'd actually get 3 sections on each page, and then you have a shared Saturday and Sunday. So it's like, see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So then you would have the entire week right in front of you just by opening it up like this. You wouldn't have to page through to see the whole week. So anyway, I just kind of am ignoring this. I'm not really doing much with it. I'm not filling out anymore. I'm not checking off any more boxes for that. I'm just ignoring it. And now I am to my daily pages, which I'm still using this from Planner Room, the Planner Room shop, I think it's called. I think this is an awesome insert. I wish that maybe there were 2 or 3, no, maybe 2 less of these and 2 more rows of notes. But other than that, it's pretty darn good. And I don't use the priority that much, but that's okay. Like on this day, I need to know the ramp I usually parked in was not going to be open until 7 a.m. And so instead of a priority, it's just like anything important that I might need to bring to my attention when I look at my planner. So, and then typically what I do is on the left-hand side, I will put like I put where I'm scheduled that day, and then if I have any meetings. And then on the right side is where I would put things that are more of a personal nature, like if I have to pick up groceries, if I have to go to the post office. It's working out pretty good. Surprisingly, I really like it, even in Pocket. And this is what I had been using in my personal size as well. And then I just have room for notes, or I try to jot down, what do I need to do today? And then I check it off. I love to check things off. So they've been working out pretty good. I'm terrible at drinking water. As you can see, I only mark 3, and then it's like, I hate water. When I drink water, I want to vomit. So I just wish, if I had my way, I just have someone to hook me up to an IV every night, and I would just get IV fluids and never drink water. So you can see I don't drink very much water, and I've really got to improve that. And then you can mark your mood, which I think is really cute too. I like that. And most of the time I'm either meh or I'm slightly happy. That's my typical baseline mood. So I also like to write down like interesting things that happen, not just in my day, but like in the world, you know, like news, like something, you know, a celebrity dies, like when Olivia Newton-John died. I wrote that down. Like Brittany Griner, when she got sentenced to 9 years in prison, I wrote that down. Just kind of interesting things, and then that makes it easier when I go back to my 5-year journal. And I'm trying to, because I'm not good at doing that every night. So if I have to go back and kind of piece together things, then I have these little bits and pieces throughout my planner. So, and you can see I'm just a total sloth on the weekends. I very rarely do anything other than putter around at home. So, all right, let's skip to the next section. I've got some blank ones there. This card fit in here really good. I don't think I even had to trim this. I can't remember, but this came in the Cocoa Daisy kit. Be a pop of color in a black and white world. So I thought that was nice. This is another one I just printed out from digital paper on Etsy. And then I have like phone numbers under here that I don't want to show you. So I'm just going to skip this one. And, you know, like I have start times for work, and I have all kinds of work notes. And I get my note papers from a variety of places. Like, I can't remember. This one is, okay, this one is Plan with B. I hope I just didn't make it go out of focus by sticking my giant head in there. Okay, this one is from Plan with B, and then this is from SM Plans. And then I've got some from Lion's Heart Creations. So I really like the note pages. This one is so pretty, I don't even want to write on it. Like, that's just so beautiful. So, okay, so now we're to my next section. And there are more notes I have to get transferred in here from my personal planner. I just, like I said, I've been struggling to get caught up with that. Luckily, I haven't been missing anything critical. So I have, this is also digital paper from Etsy. I found a really good paper pack that had some cute stuff in there that I thought went well with the Spice Market. I didn't have enough of the Cocoa Daisy stuff to cover each section without using one more than once. So that's why I found a paper pack. This is from the Lion's Heart Creations Patreon, and I just signed up for that. So I got some access to some of the freebies. And this, I think I was supposed to make this into a bookmark, but I just stuck it in here like this. I thought it was cute. And so now we are to my list section, obviously. And I don't have a lot transferred over. Like, the back half of my planner is kind of sad right now because I don't have all my wish list transferred over. I do have my wish list started for planners. I have some Moterm planners I still want to get. I would love to get the Pocket Luxe in Crimson, and unfortunately they sold out of the Forest before I could grab that one. So, you know, next time they restock, that's going to be one of my goals. And then in September, they are going to release more personal Luxe, and this time they're going to have the Crimson, which I do have in the Weeks cover, and it's so gorgeous. So I've decided I'm going to get that one in personal too. And then I've got, in anticipation of the Hobonichi reveal, I've got my paper ready so that after the full reveal, I can start making my list and I can be ready for release day. I have been watching the sneak peeks, and I was feeling like there wasn't going to be anything for me, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to spend very much money this year. And then they came out with the Aristocat stuff, and I was like, oh my god, there goes all my money. So I love that cartoon, especially Marie. She's the best. Okay, so more lists to come. And then this, I think, was supposed to be my trackers section, but I've failed at trackers this month. So I'm making it a goal to really be on the trackers for September. So this is just an overall tracker for random things. And then I did get a sleep tracker, which I've never usually tracked my sleep, but I thought it would be interesting. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that because you're going to really keep... My Apple Watch isn't on me at night, so I don't really know if I'm going to have to write it down before I go to sleep, or if I'm going to have to try to charge my Apple Watch before I go to sleep and wear it to bed, or what I'm going to do. So anyway, I'll be ready for next month. And then this is supposed to be my reference section. This is part of the Cocoa Daisy paper. So this section's empty, so you can see the next section starts already. But this is going to be my reference. I have to get printed out all my reference stuff, like planner sizes, you know, that little freebie that everybody has that shows you what measurements each planner type is and so forth. So I have to get that kind of stuff printed out in a size appropriate for this planner, which I'm working on. And like I said, hopefully next month it's all going to be in here. And then I just had some, this is going to be like the miscellaneous section, and I printed out these really pretty notes. These I think are from Ash Plans, if I'm reading that right. So I really love those. Those are so beautiful. And the nice thing is they don't interfere with the writing space. I've been kind of thinking of switching my pen ink over to brown. I don't know. It's a bold move for me, but I might do it. I'm just trying to decide how it's going to look if you want to highlight something and your ink is brown. I don't know how I'm going to like that. So I'll have to put some thought into it. I do have like a little glitch in my rings here. It's not a gap, it's more like they're just misaligned. So luckily with these Moterm planners, it's super, super easy to change the rings. I mean, if you can unscrew a screw and screw it back in, you can change the rings. And they're cheap. So they're like, I don't know, maybe 10 bucks on Amazon. And then I don't remember where I got this cute little envelope, but I keep these little round stickies in here. And the reason that these little stickies are kept in this pocket is because they like to fall off of this paper or this plastic thing. Oh, these are from May Paper Co. But this one on the left, this gray one, keeps sliding off of there. So it has to stay in the pocket. And it's super cute, isn't it? Oh, and then I get a page lifter with the print pressions dividers, which I appreciate because I was actually looking, I didn't know that you get a page lifter with print pression dividers. So I was looking for one online, and luckily I didn't buy it because then it came with one. So I should also mention that I have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 dividers in here, and so that is actually 2 sets. You get 4 in a set. So just wanted to mention that. So in the back pockets, I don't have a ton going on. I do have the little stickers to mark off the rest of the months of the year. And then I have this cute little letter T, which is my letter for my first name. And that's pretty much it. Let's see what else. The pen test sheet from Cocoa Daisy, which I actually do really like them putting that in there, because sometimes you find out that the pen is gonna be total shit and you don't want to find out the hard way. One thing I will mention about, and this is kind of going back here, but with these Cocoa Daisy inserts, if you use a friction pen, these things are not good with friction pens, and I'll tell you why. It's the only time I ever have trouble with friction pens erasing, and it does erase the ink, but if you are on a page that has like a grid mark, it smears the ink that Cocoa Daisy uses, and then your little eraser gets all bleh, and then you have these little smeary lines. It's so gross. So I am kind of glad I switched to a different pen, just at least for this month. But next month I will be on regular paper that I print myself. What else am I going to say? I don't have anything in this back pocket yet, but I anticipate that will fill up eventually. I don't know. I think that's it. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this flip through. I'm sorry it wasn't 100% complete, and I will make sure that it looks a little better next time. So, this is a chunky little guy, isn't it? Isn't it adorable? So, anyway, thanks for joining me, and I will see you probably in my September flip through next month. Bye.